Hey, Mike, check out what do. All right. Sounds going, cameras going. Gonna put down the mouse. This is a little bit less of a precarious situation than previous.
My tuchus feels better.
That's for certain.
She needs down for sure.
Bit of adjusting. All right. Hey guys, what's going on? You two.
What's up?
It's like
How you
we're
doing?
talking to the invisible audience. It's right there. That's what I thought for some reason.
No.
No, I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Doing well. Dylan, what are you
Doing? Yeah, pretty good.
Nice. Well, we are fresh off of the coats of Pizza Panic, and we are back in where we ended that short. Fitting place to record this pitch episode, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing, I think.
Before we jump into talking about Pizza Panic, a couple things. This was an interesting one for scheduling. We had some hiccups here in the state of Oklahoma. We are known for a few things, one of which being severe storms, and one of those bad boys decided to roll through Sunday night and have to bump our schedule around a bit. But we made it work. We got here on a Monday night and shot the whole dang thing.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It seems like we just can't catch a break in terms of like we just have to shoot in one day and go for the best, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Terry Thunderclap was one day by choice, I feel like. I think we kind of were planning on spreading out when we were like, let's go ahead. So that worked out. But this one definitely had intentions of being a couple of days at least.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also, this was one I think we all went into the most, like, a little unclear as to what we were going for.
For sure.
Yeah. And also, some technical things too. Like we had some weird limitations that we had to like just keep going through the punches with. At one point, I forgot batteries. And so we had to go back and get batteries at like midnight, which was cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. I forgot I have for the invisible, not visible, redundant. Got our Pizza Panic logo here.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. That looks nice.
Visible. I think I'm blocking it.
I mean, it'll be like just like you could if you look for it, you'll see it's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was fun. I thought this was a fitting font for it because the first thing I sent was just a pizza cut out.
Yeah. Can I tell you like my first thought about it when I watched it? So
Yeah.
I was a little worried about how it would turn out just because, I mean, yeah,
Understandably
I don't
so.
even really, we filmed it so quick and there was a lot of things, there was a few things we forgot but I thought it would be pretty funny at least, but something that I didn't expect that was really, really cool, I thought was like the overall tone of the video, like that logo with the synth that happens at the beginning. Did you make that?
Yeah. So that was a loop that I had in a Novation Heritage stuff. It was just it's a sample that's taken from the Ultranova, which is an older synth.
Okay.
And I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah. No, it's so cool. Like the whole video has this weird kind of like grimy feel to it. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's this consistent theme that I didn't expect to be there. Like it's very,
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's good. I'm so sorry. I had this fear that Dave was going to be cut out of the shot, and I wanted to address it now.
But he's not cut out?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I would rather know that now and fix that.
Thank you for looking out, Brandon.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought, I don't know. I was really surprised at how weirdly cohesive the tone was throughout, if that makes any sense. Like it all has a very specific feel that I didn't know would be there that fits really well, I think. Like I really like that. I mean, it was, yeah. So that was cool. Props. I mean, yeah.
I hadn't really thought about that, and I think you're absolutely right. Like, that's a really good point that, like, despite some of the hardships that fell upon us, it did. It really kind of, it did something.
It did something. I mean, like, I think it was just that intro with, like, that logo, and then the synth, for some reason, set it up so perfect. And, and then for some reason, all the shots that followed and the way that they the way that it sort of was paced and the tone, the cut, like the lighting and everything just had like it set it up to feel a certain way. And I felt like it was very cohesive. I thought it was cool, even though it was a little odd.
I want to say as well for that beginning, because I think that the beginning is some of its strongest aspects. And you had the idea for the fast transitions with the doors opening and closing and stuff. That was something that while you were telling me, I didn't fully understand, but I was like, I know you have it in your brain. And you've talked to me a lot about that as well, because you did the heaviest lifting on editing for this one.
Yeah, it was about 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
And because we shot it in one day, that was also 1 day of editing.
And uploading.
Yeah.
And checking and...
Yeah. Yeah, it was intense. It was fun, but I was excited. It took a while to start going too. We used 2 cameras for some stuff, and the A camera that we used was also recording sound. And the thing about sound this was my first really foray into doing something like this, where like it's very dialogue heavy. Like, I mean, I've helped out other people. I know the process, but it's much different between the 3 of us, like checking things and knowing where we are versus a crew of people. You know what I mean? So like,
For sure.
I'm really proud of like what we got. It's really funny because I was thinking about it today. I can't wait for us to have like, hope maybe our next one, but like having a project where if it's a video, if we can do a picture lock and then have a day to breathe with the picture lock, you know, after looking at this one, there are some little things that I wish, you know, maybe I could have changed to like just fine tune it that much more. But overall, I'm really proud of it. Like, you know, for some people, it may be the weird stepchild that doesn't get enough love, but I really like Pizza Panic. I'm really stoked. I mean, like looking at the look of it too. I just
that sweaty shot of me is so good.
Yeah, dude.
So
Great.
for that one, Dave, you have a bottle of glycerin to make sweat that stays. That's a really bad tagline for glycerin. Glycerin, make sweat that stays. But you doused my face with that.
11 squirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's rose scented.
Yeah, so you can get glycerin by itself and you can mix it yourself. And it's actually what they do. It's what is recommended. I could only find glycerin at my local Schmart. And like, it's in this weird rose petal smelling stuff. And it smells like cotton tops, you would say?
Yeah. It reminded me of similar smells when I'm in grandparents' homes.
Yeah. And I did. Yeah. That's one of those weird, sick joys that I get is like.
Where are you going with this? I'm
Well,
interested. Keep going.
So okay. So I set it up so I sound weird, right? But no, like I love for those little details to like make. To me, that's what makes this worth it. I mean, not this in general, not this project, but like any project that I do, whether it be music videos or whatever. Like I love hair and makeup. I love using those kind of practical effects when I can, because to me, it sells everything so much more. It even got you more into character to do that, because you felt kind of gross and stuff, albeit I sprayed you too much, but it looked good.
It worked. It was great.
So you weren't going to say that one of your joys is just spraying people in the face with a bottle of glycerin.
I mean,
or a prop.
that's also fun too. Yeah,
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah,
It's
let's
okay
be
if you
honest.
like that a
it's
little bit, just
well,
fuck
not
with
like a weird way, but like it's fun because like nobody expects it, and everyone likes the final look, but they're always like, "Do we have to do this?" Like anyone I've ever sprayed, I've sprayed you before too, and you're like, "Really?" You remember that for the, yeah, but
Yeah.
glycerin, it works. Maybe just not with rose petal water.
Agreed. This is definitely one of the projects. This has been probably the project where it was like, I'm trying to think how to say this, because there were things in the other two where it was like, oh, I wish we could have done this or that or whatever. This was the project where it was like, oh, we goofed.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
goofed up.
The other two, like, I think the time constraint, I think we did really good for the time constraint.
Right.
This one, I mean, considering our time constraint specifically, I think it was good, but for 3 days
That's a
and
good
for the
way.
idea, it didn't really hit the mark. But I think for what for the time we put into it, or at least the filming, I know you spent 6 hours editing it, which is crazy and very, very cool. I think it looks really good though for that. That's what I'm saying is I think it was a success for what we were able to do, but yeah, for sure.
Well, dude, and also too, I mean, because what happened too was you sent the rough cut and I had some things that I was like, we should change these things. And so I typed them out and there was, I think 12 changes. And I was like, I'm not just going to send this to Dave. I'm going to call him first. Cause like, I didn't want it to be like, hey man, I know you've been editing for like 4+ hours at this point. But you have to change all of these things. And they were just suggestions for the most part. And so that was,
Yeah. And like, I will say 2 things to that. One thing is like, you're my homie and like, that's amazing. Like I'm glad you did it that way. I wish clients that I would have would actually do that as well. Just because it really helped me, cause so like that mark was my first time to take a break from it, which you always need to take a little bit of a break. And I was eating dinner and when you called me, cause I knew there was gonna be changes. Like I knew it was gonna happen, but like just talking to you or talking to anybody really sets the like easy tone for like, okay, yeah, no big deal. And then when I went back and looked at your changes, I was like, oh yeah, duh, this makes so much sense. As a matter of fact, you were the one that had the idea of like the lights and the close-up shots. And I didn't really fully get that idea until you sent me those notes and I tweaked it a little bit and I was like, oh my God, yes, duh. Like this is awesome. So no, like I love notes if they're done lovingly, you know?
No, absolutely. Yeah. In terms of goofs, like some of the stuff, like every shot that I'm in that I'm not featured in, I have my glasses on just about.
Because you got to see, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, and it just, I think that comes down to, again, our time constraints, just because I got home at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. That's really funny.
And that's, we did good. Like they're there and I noticed because we were there and I'm looking at myself like,
yeah.
But
there were a few editing things I wish I could have fixed. There's like a color grading mistake in the beginning, and also the green screen. I got so excited to like use the green screen app and to put the thing on the phone. And I had an hour left to do it, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted, so I kind of cheated that.
It worked though.
It works. Did work, yeah. I'm overall proud of it.
I kind of just wish we had just recorded a little bit more, like a little more dialogue. Like there were a few lines we left out that I thought were going to be really funny. We just completely forgot because it was late and it was, we were like, are we going to finish this? Is it going to happen? Like it was, but I think like, regardless of all those little things that you were talking about, I think looks awesome. I think it looks great. Like really, I think it looks amazing.
And you guys like sell like both of your performances. Like I know that like, I don't know, I'm just really impressed as we go forward with both of your acting abilities. I'm excited to see where we get in this time frame because like right now you guys are already really great. So like I'm excited to like get more performances out of you, get more other people too, and see you interact with them. Like, but you guys are great. Like
Thanks, man.
Like amazing.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I did very good.
Oh my God.
But I appreciate it.
Bro, yes.
Really, well, I liked some of the shots we got. I think I just wish I would have redone the dialogue, like the anxiety dialogue, because I just feel like it was just so like spitting out like what you came up with that I was just like, ugh.
But and I agree.
It worked though. It worked. Yeah.
I wish we could have gotten some more and taken more time with that. That was one of the last things we did.
It was literally,
But the way that you did it, it works.
It did work.
In my eyes, because it was like the first line delivery where you're like, that's the most ridiculous lie I've ever heard. Like it's so good. And also you improv the line where you're like, why don't you come into my house, in my room, come inside. That like you matched it. Like I don't think you were given any direction for any of that, but you carried that in that character very well.
Yeah. I wanted to do more weird stuff like that. I wanted to do like more like strange, awkward things where we're just going back and forth. But yeah, I liked that. That was cool. I think overall it looked great. And like your, you're the first anxiety dialogue you have. It's like amazing. It goes on for so long. You're just like, and you look over, like, right.
My favorite shot, weirdly though, is of you, Dylan. When we are doing the back and forth with the money. I'm pointing over here because we filmed it right behind the camera.
Oh yeah.
We did.
And where you're looking down, and there's something about the angle that you got, Dave. it reminds me of SNL shorts. Just that particular angle, like it reminds me of the Dear Sister short. Have you ever seen that?
I don't believe I have.
That's the what you say.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I
wish I could think of what shot you're thinking of.
It's
where
Andy,
we were both holding the money.
Yeah, and you're looking, and you're like, and you
And
like
then
look up, and
okay.
it's Andy Samberg, some shot of him where it's like that, like looking at a character like maybe 6 inches above their head, but and then down, so it's barely a down angle, and it was just a really good shot, I thought.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I love some. I mean, like in terms of like lighting wise, I was really happy with the way because like,
It looked great.
People could. I mean, you could tell like when we did the last shot where you showed me in here, like it was funny because like I've heard people like be like, oh, like wow, it's like not bright in there at all. No, it's dark as can be. So
Yeah,
like,
we have a light pouring in. We were that was kind of a last minute decision for that ending, and I don't know. That's all I really want to say about the ending. Like it's good, and it's
fine.
I would like moving forward to not do the like, because it kind of feels like we're leaning a little bit into that with both Terry Thunderclap in this one, where it's like subvert expectations for the punchline,
Right.
and there's a third character that's omniscient and separate from the story itself. I think it worked and it was funny. I don't want to fall into that too much.
for sure.
We were just kind of throwing
couldn't
stuff at
find
the wall.
We couldn't really find an ending for this.
Yeah, we were just throwing stuff at the wall.
And it was last minute.
It just happened. Dude, that shot with when we're both have the money in our hand and it's cutting between us and then the last view is amazing.
Oh, that's so good.
It's
Yeah.
like you look like you're about to die.
I look
crazy.
ill, like violently ill.
Yeah. And then it cuts back just fine.
Just what I love so much. Yeah,
It's so good. We're recording, right?
Yeah. Sorry, this time it's recording onto the computer.
Oh, I see it. All right, sick. Got it.
Yeah, I took away the Pizza Panic logo because I pizza panicked myself and wanted to see the garage band.
That's fair.
So we're gonna change things up a little bit in the order of this episode for people's schedules. Let's go ahead and call Donna and find out who did this prompt. Give them a call. Then we'll talk about what we've been ingesting in the last couple of days, and then we'll call Donna back and draw
cool.
the next prompt.
I love it. Sounds good.
Okay.
Whose phone are we using?
You
Dylan.
can use mine, yeah.
Okay.
So you'll pull up Donna.
Pull up who?
Donna.
That's my partner.
Producer Donna.
Partner is in like
We're married.
buddies. Oh,
Still buddies.
I mean, yeah, we're pretty good buddies. We're moving to Thailand together, so we're pretty close.
dang. Yeah. That's a big move.
I know.
That's a big step in your relationship.
I know. I think we'll be okay, guys. It's
Today is.
yeah. Today is our 4-year anniversary of being married. So
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Happy 4 years, bud.
thank you. Yeah, so I'm here with you guys. Here, if you want to plug this bad boy in.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Do you want me to hold your mic? You got it?
Yeah, can you hold this for a second?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, the power 2 mics can hold, Dave.
Ooh. I could talk in both of them.
There we go.
Oh, do I need to? Nope. Y'all can hear that, right?
Yep. And she can hear all of us.
Speaker. Oh, she can?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Whoa.
Yep.
I know
You're a
technology,
freaking wizard.
Harry. I texted her and told her we were about to call.
It'd be funny if she just didn't.
Hello.
Hi, Donna. How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Doing well. You're currently on What If Life Was. We are giving you a call because we're going to give you a call, which we are doing now. Gosh, words are tough. And hello. I'm going to turn you up. Do you mind turning that knob up with the phone?
right here?
No, the one next to it. Yeah.
Did you talk again, Donna?
Hello.
There we go. That's
There
better.
we go.
This first call is going to be who wrote this last prompt that what if all the cell phones in the world, cell phone coverage went down for an hour?
Jared.
We all are voting
Well,
Jared.
Yeah.
You dumb fucks. It was Nick Sanford.
Was it really?
All right.
It was. And Jared told me to give you a hard time about it. So
Oh, well, thank you for swearing on the
Yeah.
show. I'll have to edit that out.
Holy
You're
but
welcome.
We should
crap.
leave just that one in because I think it was special.
It was special.
We get one F word.
It was Nick Sanford.
That was
Interesting.
special.
Wow.
Oh man.
It felt deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Beans. Well, I'll give you a call back here in a minute, I guess, for the next prompt. Because I called
Hey,
you. Yeah.
but before you let me go, where is the prompt box?
I I think it's on my desk. Is it on my desk? It's got to be in that room.
Okay, I'll look.
Okay. Thank you. I'll give you a call back in a minute. I'm sorry. I was meant to find that before I left.
No worries. All right.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you, and happy
Talk to you
anniversary.
soon. Oh, happy anniversary.
All right. I'll talk to you
Happy
soon.
anniversary, guys.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Well, Dylan, do you have Sanford's number on there?
Yes.
So this is gonna be twice. We're gonna unprompted call Nick.
Yeah, because I did not think it was him. So I mean,
Yeah, shame on us.
yeah. And if he doesn't answer, it's okay. Like,
I like that we were like so confident. We were like, we're gonna know.
bro, I knew it was fucking. Oops. Yeah, we'll cut that.
I'm scared.
It's all right. He may not answer.
Yeah, if he doesn't answer, it's fine.
Okay. Somebody else gonna like I don't want to sound
Dave, you
scared,
talk.
so
Okay,
you know Sanford better than I do.
You all have known him for a
No,
long
yeah.
time. It's all good.
Pizza Hut.
Nick Sanford, we did not realize you were the one that came up with this prompt.
Sorry.
Don't be.
Did you?
Sorry, I'm so brilliant.
Yeah.
Did you by chance see the video we did for this one?
I haven't been able to watch it yet.
That is a-okay. I'm just surprised again that it was you.
I didn't think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird one, and we kind of lost a day on filming. So like,
More than anything, Nick, I just want to like you really thrown us for a curveball from the first one being about shoving up tractors and shoving up people's ass. I wasn't expecting this for the next one. I was very I'm very
It's
caught
very
off guard.
tame. Yeah.
I aim to surprise.
I realized as I was asking that and saying that, I was like, I don't know what response I'm expecting in that. So sorry.
No, that's life. It's 93%, like a blind dick in space, just thrusting around, hoping to land in something. But
Yeah, I say that every morning, so I'm glad we can share that sentiment.
that's some wisdom for your younger viewers there.
Well,
So the big shark of life doesn't eat you up. I don't know what I'm talking. I'm tired. Sorry, guys.
It's
No,
pretty late.
it's
Thanks for
pretty
answering.
interesting.
Sorry we
Thank you.
blindsided you
Yeah.
again
No,
with
thank
another.
you for thanks for making movies out of my dumb fucking ideas. I'm getting some out of this. No, I'm looking forward to see it. Once I was out of town and I've been blah blah like putting the house back in order, but about to take a shower, and then I was going to sit down and watch it. I'm excited to see it. All I saw pizza. The word pizza was in the Pizza Panic.
Yeah.
Pizza Panic. Yeah.
That was so I can only imagine what that's going to be. But I'm looking forward to it.
you cannot imagine what it'll be.
Yeah. It's
I'm excited.
Heck yeah.
How are you guys doing? What's
pretty good. Pretty
is,
good.
you ready for Halloween?
As ready as we can be. I at least here. What are you
No,
gonna?
the movie Halloween that comes out this weekend. Are you ready for Halloween?
I'm always ready for more Jamie Lee Curtis in my life.
Yeah, I'm going to try to see it at some point. It's going
Nice.
to be bad. I mean, it looks ridiculous.
Dang.
He breaks out of a goddamn burning building. I mean, it's how the fuck did we get on this? Jesus Christ!
Well, on the topic of Halloween, do you have any plans for costume ideas?
Trying to think of what to dress up my son as. I really, I don't know. If I can find like a little toddler-sized leather jacket, I think I can make him be Jack Nicholson's character from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't think anyone's gonna get it, but
Be good.
that's
Definitely be worth
that's what
it.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Before we started recording, we talked a lot about the baby from Eraserhead, so that's another idea.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I could pull that one off.
I don't know how you do that one, but
to make him look like to make him look like that. But
Yeah. I don't know. I guess like just a really tight, like swaddle. I don't know children. I'm going to stop talking before I.
You know as much as I do.
We'll see.
Don't you
We'll
worry
see.
your blessed little head. But yeah. So I guess.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering, Nick.
Thank you.
I was looking into Dave's eyes, like
yeah.
praying that he like helps wrap up the phone call for you. But
buddy, thank you so much.
We're just gonna, one of us is gonna have to hit the hang up button, and I hate goodbyes and I hate finality. So
all right, so thank you.
Amazing.
Wonderful, thank you, Nick. I hope that it didn't show his phone number when. Otherwise, you guys will have to edit that
We
out.
can blur it out. No big deal.
Yeah, you guys are. This is gonna be an interesting project, also, because this is gonna be the first one that.
Don't you dare call him or text him anything. Don't pester him. I know y'all crazy about Nick. All right. Sorry.
We all are a little crazy about Nick. I cannot believe he was the one with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Jared's gonna be so mad at
it's
us.
so funny because I was so confident that it was Jared. I was like, hey, Jared, when I call you, like, it's like, we're going to call you at this time. And he was like, yeah, man, no worries. We should call Jared. No, we shouldn't call Jared. I
No,
guess
we'll
we
save that for the special episode when we finally do draw.
Nick wrote a Jared prompt.
should. Nick wrote it.
Sorry.
Well, and it's also interesting because like we started with nuts.
True. Yeah, which we thought was Sanford.
But yeah, this next project's going to be interesting for I feel like one major reason at least, and that's maybe tooting my own horn. I mean, I don't think it's. And anyway, now I'm going too far, but I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
I am
Going to Tokyo?
yes, in Tulsa, and I'm going to a comic gaming convention with my dear friend Nikki, and we are gonna cosplay and have a wonderful weekend up there. But I will not be available
That's awesome.
for any of these shenanigans.
What is your cosplay? What do you going as?
I am going as basically Ravio from A Link Between Worlds, which is like, if you don't know Link Between Worlds, it's like Legend of Zelda. You play as Link, and you can go to like low rule because there's high rule, you know?
Right.
There's low rule where there's Hilda instead of Zelda. And spoilers, I guess, Ravio, the shopkeep, is actually like the low rule version of Link.
Okay.
And so basically I'm Waluigi Link form.
Nice. That's cool.
Gonna have to remove even more of my facial hair. This has been a journey, this show so far, of
Facial
Brandon's
hair
Brandon's
changes.
facial hair, yeah.
Yeah.
I have this decision that I'm sporting now.
It looks good.
You look great, man.
It's not my favorite, but thank you. I appreciate it. I like the mustache better. I actually really like the mustache with like, I guess it'd be more like 10 o'clock shadow or whatever I was rocking for this.
Dude,
why
that
did you
mustache
shave the
was-
mustache, bud?
Why did I shave it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the secret. Of just a little, part the curtain a bit here for life of Brandon. I'm very bad at shaving my face. I don't like doing it. It irritates me, and I'd much rather just not shave. So
It's probably because you've had a beard since you were 12 and you just never had to shave. I mean,
maybe, but whenever I do shave, like my biggest thing is I don't trim well. So like when I start to shave, I end up just baby facing it because I'll do this, and then it doesn't look good, and I'm like, let's just start over. And it grows pretty fast on me, so I don't sweat it too much. But
That's fair.
But yeah, I won't be here for this one. So I'll be here for this, and then I'll be back for the upload day, right? Because we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday is upload day.
It's the upload day. Yeah.
So I'll be here for Monday for the upload day.
Bro, I'm scared.
Are you?
I'm terrified.
We've got this.
I don't know.
We can do. I mean, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it
Oh,
out.
well,
Let's set the bar a little lower.
Brandon will help us figure it out. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be here. I've got some ideas for some stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, let's jump into what we've been watching.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, so I really, since we last spoke, I'm trying to think. I've almost finished. I talked to you guys about Stephen King's If It Bleeds.
Not on the show.
Oh, oops. Well, I've been reading Stephen King's If It Bleeds. It's a couple of his short stories, and they are absolutely great. I I'm on the last one, and I love it. I Stephen King in general. I'm sure that there's varied opinions. I like his stuff. I'm not alone in that because he's good at what he does, and a lot of people know his household name. I get it. Really good stuff, though. Yeah, I'm so dry right now with telling you why it's good.
I mean,
it's amazing to me how he still sets up characters and world building and all that. I mean, he's getting up there in age, and he's like still like I still love it. I'm about to start his next book that he came out with recently. I haven't checked out the library. I don't remember what it's called, but
I've only read I've read It by Stephen King, which was I loved. Like a lot of people have some qualms with some parts of that, justifiably so, but I thought it captured fear in such a wonderful way, and that's my favorite thing about. Because I've also read Cujo, so I'm only going off of those two. But I really enjoy how it's not just about being something scary. It's about taking an idea of fear. Because Cujo is all about how fear locks you in place, I think. And that made for an infuriating book. Because every character had an instance where it was like, just get out of the car. And like,
do something.
Do something, and like that stagnation, that not overcoming the fear led to some major consequences, and I just find that interesting, you know.
The first one that really hooked me, I had a coworker. I was going to Florida for vacation. The coworker was like, "Hey, have you read?"
Wow, Florida for vacation.
My bad. Yeah, it's bragging away. Doom McKee is one of his books, and it's not a more popular one, but
I've heard of it.
Read this book, Doom McKee. And
you love Doom McKee.
You
love it.
I do.
There are references to that on our record.
There are references to that on.
Dave loves Doom McKee.
I do. Doom McKee's great. It's great. You know. So,
yeah, Stephen King's cool. I've read Desperation. That's it.
You both,
which is like I think not a very popular one.
I don't think I've read that one, but I want you both at some point to read Bag of Bones.
Okay.
Nick, the one that we just listened to, he was like, "This is probably my favorite one." He reads all of his stuff, and he was like, "This is probably my favorite one."
Nice.
And I loved Bag of Bones. I highly recommend it. It's good stuff.
Nice. What about you, Dylan? What have you been ingesting?
I finished the Outer Wilds DLC.
Nice.
It was great. It was awesome. It took me like a long time, but I did it. And I mean, I haven't been watching anything. I listened to the new Knocked Loose record. There's like it's the whole EP, and there's like a visual, like an animation for the whole thing, and it's really sick. It's really cool. Super heavy. It's crazy. Which I don't really listen to that like heavy music like that very often, but it was really, really cool. The animation and everything was awesome. It's really sick. But I don't really have anything else to talk about, unfortunately.
No worries, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a weird way of doing this because it's not as though you've had a week to find something, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
What about you?
For me, I have one listening. I've been getting back into Inner Shikari.
Yes.
That is a band that like we've been listening to since I was 15, 16. And then it wasn't until 2020 when they put out their most recent album, recent full length, I should say.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm just kidding. Which is Nothing is True and Everything is Nothing is True and Everything is Possible. Rao Reynolds is just, one of the best lyricists in terms of so many things I just really enjoy. But I've been getting back into them. But then in terms of watching, I watched Ghost in the Shell for the first time.
The anime or you watched the anime?
The anime, yeah. Which I'm going to watch the Scarlett Johansson one as well because I'm watching it for a podcast that Don and I do. And it was so interesting because we rented it from Amazon, and I didn't realize till after we rented it that it just had English dub. It didn't have a Japanese dub, which that's a big point of contention. I know for a lot of people, I don't hold it against anybody if that's how they want to watch. I would rather somebody watch something than not watch it, you know, but this was the first instance I've ever watched where that was the worst voice acting I've ever heard in a film. Dang. Like uncomfortably bad. It also starred Bryan Cranston, which was strange, not in a major role, but 96. Yeah. And it's this gorgeous anime with this really, really heady plot about like life and artificial intelligence and where is the line that separates them. With, I mean, like the main actress, the character is somewhat of a cyborg, so it's being robotic kind of fits. But oh my gosh, she was just like, but when then can I find if I am actually having life? I will not know. And I was like, but it wasn't even that monotone. So it was just, it really, I had to listen to it as though I was like reading a book more or less, and just like tone that part of my brain out. And so that was a lot. I recommend it for like, I think it's,
Apologies.
it's okay. I think the stuff it's trying to say is like worth looking in. And I think it's worth like seeing its place in like, cause like Akira is another one that's super worth watching if you ever have seen
I have not seen Akira, but
that one's, I mean, if you're going to watch like a 90s anime that had a big impact here on the West, watch Akira. But Ghost in the Shell, it's also, I mean, it you know, it's huge. And I'm excited to watch the American version because it got so much hate. And so I'm actually somewhat thinking I may like it better because of how like,
the way you watched the first one. Yeah.
but then as a palate cleanser, Donna and I watched, we watched The Velocipaster. Which is about a pastor.
Velociraptor is a pastor?
Well, no, it's about a pastor who can turn into a velociraptor.
Oh,
I love how you said that. I love how you said that with such contempt. Like, duh.
No, that would be such a dumb movie. No, so we watched it kind of on a whim. My mother-in-law, Donna's mom, had seen it and recommended it. And I unfortunately kind of, yeah, I know it's strange. It's kind of like dismissed it as like a Sharknado style bad film, you know, but it was more, what was that movie? Like, is it Kung Fury or Kung Pao?
Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Yeah. Enter the Fist. Where that's like, it's intentionally trying to be bad.
Okay.
That was like, and it did that. And it was, I actually really liked it, guys.
Yeah.
Like the movie starts, and it was a pretty fun little story. And it starts, the pastor like leaves the church, like just the building, and he like goes outside to see his parents, and they're like, "Hey," and they're waving, and then the car explodes. But when it cuts back to the car, it's just the parking lot, and it says like add VFX here, like, and so like I was like, oh, it's gonna be this type of movie. But it was really funny. Like it didn't hit as hard as Enter the Fists and stuff, but I reckon it's free on Prime if you have Prime. Like,
ooh, okay.
It's a good dumb little movie that it was funny as we watched it and Donna goes, "This looks like some shit you guys would make," and I was like, I was like offended, but also like I'm kind of enjoying this, and I was like, okay, that's fair, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's the other thing.
Cool.
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster. Got it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So
Do we have any corrections from the last show?
I'm sure, but I can't think of any. So sorry for everything.
Just
we got
redact
wrong.
everything I said.
Clean slate.
That's the ethical way to do that, right? Is to go like, yes, we made mistakes. Blanket, forgive us, please. Moving forward.
We're terrible people.
All right. Well, can I see? Can you call Donna back? You want to get our next prompt? Are you ready?
Get producer
Yes.
Donna on the phone for the next prompt.
Hopefully, she found the box that I've misplaced.
Stop calling me.
Do you have like a million ice cubes in there, Dave?
It is a sea of ice cubes in there.
Hello.
Hello?
Yellow.
Hello. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
We are giving you a call back in hopes that you have located the box of prompts.
I did.
Wonderful. Nick was very happy to hear from us, I think, and we had a great conversation with him. And so we're giving you a call back for prompt number 4.
Excellent.
All
Okay.
right.
So you guys are ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I'm very excited.
As you should be.
She's sifting through them right now, picking out which one she wants us to do.
It's like, oh, I got to get another one of Donna's in here.
Okay. It says dialogue.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Is it going to be 3 episodes in a row where it's called Nick?
It says dialogue. And that is why I had to get a glass eye in the summer of 2011.
Okay.
Do you mind
right.
texting that to me?
That is why I had to get a
Yeah,
glass
I will
eye in
send you
summer
a
of
picture.
2011.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, boy.
Oof.
Well, okay, thanks, Donna.
You're so welcome.
Oh man.
We will. All right, I've got some ideas. We'll be okay. We'll get out of this. All right, not get out of it. That sounds like it's a negative thing. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
We'll sail.
Producer Donna for the win.
Bye,
Good
Donna.
luck. Sail away.
We will.
You did sound bad.
What?
Bye. She hung up on me.
I was wanting Dylan to hit a sound pad right before she left.
Oh.
to, like,
Oh,
get,
I didn't even hear
sparkles
you,
or
sorry.
something. It
I
was-
thought you said she sounds bad, and I was like,
Sounds bad.
No way. I would never not. Producer Donna sounds great.
okay. Can we?
We have to name her. Like, we have to
Oh
name
no, that's fine.
This is so like specific. It's just like
The prompt, phone
The
style.
prompt. Oh, yeah. Because we got to do a thumbnail. Here we go. Thumbnail.
Something will be good there.
Heck yeah.
All right. Sorry, you were saying something, Dylan. Oh.
oh, just it's so specific.
It is another very specific.
This one I have no immediate like ideas at all.
I do have like a sketch idea in my brain of like, my brain goes to like, you know, the way it's set up. I think of somebody like obviously telling someone like, oh, hey, this is what happened. Right. So I imagine this in like a very just simple sketch of like, what comes to mind. I'm a big fan of the band Thursday. There's one Thursday live clip. There's probably several, but there's one in particular where, they're performing and Jeff Rickley does the mic spinning thing, and
Oh yeah, doesn't he hit a dude?
he smacks the dude so hard in the face before he stage dives, just hard as can be. Something like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like an incident that caused it.
yes, which I guess would make sense because that's what it's setting
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
is some kind of incident. What kind of incident do we want to do? Part of me is like, this could be a fun like slapstick kind of thing where like we have several different like events in this person's life where we're like, oh, like, is it going to happen? Is this going to happen? And it doesn't. Some kind of like Final Destination stuff where like it almost happens. And we're
that
like,
could be
where is it
fun.
at? And then something minor happens that you're like, what? And that's what did it.
I like that. That'd be fun. It'd be fun because like
Yeah.
if we did do it that way, I would want it to. I wouldn't want the sketch to end with, and that's how I got my glass eye. I would want it to be set up like, oh, let me tell you a story kind of thing, and go into it that way. So that way they would have that anticipation there. I just wouldn't want, because again, I think if we just ended it with the like, and that's how I got, that would be another, like I was saying with the like Pizza Panic or
Yeah.
Jerry Thunderclap, like ending absurd explanation type of style thing. More of the punch would be the misdirection of all the gags.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that could work.
do we like the idea of gags like that?
I do. Let's pocket it for a second and
Okay.
kind of look around. A couple of thoughts I had. One thought I had the other night was, you know, there's so many aspects to these three shorts where, at least I feel, we walk away and there's a handful of shots where we're like, oh, that shot is gorgeous. Like, oh, I'm really glad we got that. And there are a couple, I'm sure we could point out where it's like, that was a little less desirable and stuff, but there's a handful that we're super proud of. I'd be interested in doing something that was, yay, a cat. Doing something that was one shot. And I don't mean like a oneer, like a long, like dolling type of thing, but like set up a camera on a tripod, one shot type of thing.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a stationary shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a limitation that might. Yeah, that might like.
Might drive you crazy, Dave, I feel like.
Absolutely. Like my brain is like, "Mrr," but like that's interesting too.
But I mean, that would force us to come up with something pretty boxed in. That would have to, you know what I mean?
I'm so happy right now, guys.
Yeah.
It would be pretty boxed in and cool. The other idea I had, have you guys ever watched how weird DIY videos have gotten here recently?
No.
What do you mean? Like what do you mean by that?
So this
DIY
is-
videos?
I'm so happy to have a cat in my lap. I'm like on cloud nine. This is Ruthie, everybody. She was in Pizza Panic.
She was not happy that I was holding her, but she was.
You held this cat so wrong, Dave. I just want you to know. When I watching you hold her, I was like,
No, I had to hold her that way because she was going to get away otherwise, and I didn't want to like force her.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You weren't holding her like bad. It was just wrong. I was giving you a hard time. Sorry.
That's good.
So
Unconstitutional way to hold a cat. Sorry.
this is not related to the topic. This is another. Brandon had an idea and would like to talk about it.
Okay.
But so you guys know the like DIY videos that are all over Facebook and YouTube and stuff where it's like, do you find yourself frequently without a cup holder? Well, just duct tape your can and then remove the can.
It's like the like life hacks thing. Is that what you're
Yes,
talking about?
life
Okay,
hacks.
gotcha. Yes, I'm totally on the same page now.
So those have gotten ridiculous.
They're insane.
There's one channel in particular that I've been watching some commentary on just because it is so absurd. The channel is called Troom Troom, and it's very clearly like a Russian-made channel that has been changed to English. So like the translations are weird, and I mean they just did one recently on like that I followed this YouTuber Danny Gonzalez. He used to be on Vine, and now he does YouTube videos. It's very funny, but he does a lot on their videos, and the one that he did recently was on like kidnapping hacks. So if you get kidnapped, things you're supposed to do. And it's like, it's so out of touch with reality because like one of the video ends with like the girl gets away and then she like buys a TV for her kidnappers, but it looks like it's like a kid's show almost the way it's filmed. Like it's like very clearly a set and just like weird. And I'll have to show you an example to kind of,
Yeah, for sure.
well, here, actually, can I just do that real quick?
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Cool. We'll be right back. Yeah, but it's like they're not intending to be funny. They're just, it is the result of it being so strange, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking would be interesting would be to do a video like that. I feel like this show could also be called But Make It Haunted. But like there being some kind of like background element where it's like, does this ever happen to you? But then like subtly put stuff that may not be one that's good for having me not be here. Not that I'm not that I'm like the savior of videos. It's just
No,
being a
we
man
would
down.
need no, because I love that. Like, can you keep that fresh in your brain so we can
Sure.
try that again? Because again, like that sounds really cool and fun. Definitely be hard for
a lot of reasons.
a lot of reasons. A lot of
Okay.
lottery.
Well, then let's I don't know. Anything else? We can jump back to bless you.
Sorry.
To the misdirection notion, unless there's anything else.
Is this what's this could be time for a song.
I don't know. Ow. Hey.
Yeah.
Biting me. I mean, we could write a song about that. That's a very like.
Well, like so, like if we were to write a song, like I would imagine it be like, because it even says dialogue, so it would be like a dialogue clip within a song, is what I would do.
Okay.
But like it would be like, you know how like they do like the meaningful like movie quote things, you know what I mean?
By they,
Right.
you mean you?
Well, not just me. Nah, dog. Come on now. I typically, yes, I do gravitate towards songs that have lines of dialogue in them because I think it's fun and it feels really good and powerful and good. So we could do that, but would that be cheating?
No.
What? No, it wouldn't be cheating at all. I just, I mean, it just doesn't feel like we're really. I mean, we could do that,
But we're not like breaking any mold, is what you're trying to say?
or just it would feel like almost like a kind of a cop out to me, I guess, unless we
Okay.
can think of like a specific song idea based off
mean-
of the prompt, you know.
Well, we could. I mean, in that sense, this might be a bit much. Again, I'm not going to be here for probably the actual production of it, so bear that in mind with any idea I have. But what if it was a song in the style of like The Devil Went Down to Georgia style, or like tribute, where it's like a story, like a legit tale? Your cat is cracking me up, dude. I have the hardest time focusing right now.
It's tough.
But we got this. So yeah, if we wanted to do a song, what if it was like, because then if it could be like, this sounds very kind of like I'm putting music down. I don't mean to, but like, it doesn't have to be very highbrow music, like,
Right.
Like if we come up with like a very simple, like acoustic guitar kind of noise, and then like simple chorus, and then I don't know, I just think it might be actually kind of funny to do like, all right, well, let's gather everyone around and we'll sing you a song and get the whole town. It'll be a story about my eye, you see. And what am I doing? What is that? That is Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, like a song kind of around in the style of Devil Went Down to Georgia, where it's like there's this catchy chorus, and then the verses are a lot of like exposition, like things happening. It's an idea. It'd be cool. Yeah.
I really like it.
I like it. For some reason, I feel very like
Do you have a banjo?
adverse to doing a song. I don't know why. I think it always scares me every time you guys mention it. I don't know why. I'm so
Can we play on this? Can we play in that space for a minute then?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're still not feeling it, like, again, this is gonna be like the production side is your guys. So like,
It's funny because like part of the idea to want to do a song would be in a way for me to do a song with you again, like to do a song with you, Brandon.
Sorry, I went to stop the cat from making a jump, and she turned vicious. No, she didn't vicious.
Why are you being so mean?
Kitty, do you need to
It's
go?
okay. It's okay. Do you need to go out?
Do you need to go in timeout, Kitty?
No, she's doing great. I don't want to speak for her, but no, okay. So, but like, we don't have a banjo, but that's pretty easy to augment. All in all, if you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Like a version of it. It's okay.
Yeah.
She's good. She's not being mean. She's playing. But like, basically, like, you could do a MIDI or you could do something to get a banjo. I used to have a banjo. I don't know. No offense to Natty Light, but banjo is way more worth it. But I don't know. Like, I think that would be kind of fun. We could actually write that out here. Like, if that was something in terms of like the story. The lyrics, I should say.
Right.
And
Part of me really, because the whole thing with the song in general is I want to play a song with you again. And so that's why I'm always jacked to do a song, is because the idea of like making something like that with you. And it still would be making it with you, but I want to, I don't know.
Well, this would be exclusively one that would be without me.
Right, exactly. So like, that's why I'm kind of backpedaling a little bit at the same time. I don't know. Mac, what are you thinking?
We could do it.
Again.
Oh, okay, well, let's keep brainstorming. Okay, for like video stuff, do you have a different idea than what? Because again, we've talked about before about like surface level ideas and like how like in a way I feel like that's how anyone would think about that is what I came up with the. Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
I have a twist on that to an extent.
Okay.
What if instead of it being like, you two chuckleheads, what if it was like one of you and an elderly gentleman? We'd have to get a hold of one of those and like set it up like I've got a story for you. It was way back in the under days. Part of that's funny because it was 2011 is like the ending, and then when it fades back to him, it'd be like, and that's just how I got me glass eye in 2011. But like the flashback stars you guys, so it would clearly be like the younger version of him. So it's just funny to imagine that it was
So like, would we be doing like a reenactment or?
It was a reenactment. I think it would be funny to use their dialogue and then mouth over it.
Yeah.
If it was like, that could be a really funny element. Especially if what if it wasn't for anybody else, but just whoever was playing them as a younger person. So it's like, hey, Terry, how's it going? I don't know what Terry's still. hey, Daniel, how's it going? Like, it's going well. I've just got finished with me home period. He's a pirate as well, apparently. But
Yeah, that could be fun.
that is a bit.
And it's just like a weird skit about how he lost his eye.
And then it could be several things as to what could have caused that. Like, he could, like, and then I went over to me cutting board, and I grabbed me sharpest knife. I raised it to the sky, and I chopped some onions, ready and making it for the spaghetti. And then I turned, and I opened my drawer where I keep my fine collection of toothpicks. And when I reached in, the toothpicks flew into the air. It took me forever to pick them off of the ground. But once I had returned them back to the toothpick drawer, then I went and turned towards my cleat collection. I don't know.
Why are you so? Where are you channeling right now?
So
That
here's
was
the deal. That was really
gorgeous.
funny.
Like, I don't understand.
But like that was just a pirate. So like what we'd have to do is we'd have to get you to do the audio, the dialogue.
Yeah.
And we would, I don't know, we would have actors and it would all just be voiceovers for whoever's playing the old one and the young one. And it would just be you voicing both of them as a pirate.
I could do that, yeah. The problem, the only thing, I mean, I guess we could do that here tonight now that I'm thinking about it.
I feel like if it's not in a pirate voice, I'm not going to like this.
That is true, yes. The only person I'm thinking, actually, we'll go ahead. Okay. The only person I'm thinking in my head that would make sense for this would be your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd be great for this.
Do you think he'd be down?
Yes, he would
Okay.
be. Yeah.
Do you think you would have time in our time?
Yeah.
Because it would really only be, that could be one, I mean, you could split this into 2 days of filming, one with him. That could be a pretty simple setup. You could be like you were having drinks with him or something and be like, yeah, so that was that was my crazy wild night I had. It's pretty out there, huh, Dad? And he'd be like, well, you think that might be something that would shiver me timbers. Wait till I have a story for you. It was way back in me younger days.
So hold on.
So that's your voice though, dubbed over
but
his.
Yeah, so like, would your voice be dubbed over his the whole time? Like,
Well, now, yeah, it is.
like,
Yeah. I love it.
Actually, no, I feel like it would make more sense.
it would be, to me, it would almost be funnier if like it was his normal voice, like before he's starting it, and then we go, the like dream the way back, and then like so the second day would be me and you, acting out these events, or would it? It would be you acting out these events as him, right?
Oh, that would be.
You
Well,
look
wait.
more like my dad, so I don't know.
Well,
What I think, no, hold on. I think with that, I think for ease sake, here's what it should be. It should be you and your dad talking, and then younger days, you and nobody else. Make it all take place as one character's decision for how they lost their eye. One, I feel like it would be more believable for like something to happen and not be replaceable. They're by themselves, couldn't get help. Two, it'll be way easier to film if it was all filming, or flip that. It might be better actually, since it is your dad, for you to play the younger version.
yeah.
That's actually, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then so I would play the person talking to him.
Yeah.
I still would think we should do a bad voice dub of you.
Okay.
My dad's lines.
I think we should. I think that'd
do you
be
think
fun
that's
and
not a
funny.
good idea? I feel like it'd be weird if it was him talking and then we cut back and it's just
I
a
agree.
pirate voice.
I think it would be.
Okay.
I know.
Or
it'd
we
be a
could just have him voice the whole thing. I mean,
No. It's part of the.
it is weird. The whole thing's weird, but I mean,
Sorry, the way you kind of leaned back and said that and looked off into the distance, you looked like a reluctant producer who was like, no, we can make that happen. Like you're about to like fall asleep and like, that's another one of those ideas. It's fine.
No, definitely not meaning it like that for sure. I'm just, yeah, okay, cool. I'm just trying to like, you know how like sometimes like your brain grabs ideas and you want to keep those ideas,
Sure.
And then you have to just change it up and you have to be malleable.
Sure.
Very malleable.
And I said the thing with only being one person with the eye incident.
No, because it's easier, and
That's the only thing I was thinking.
you're not here. Like, I mean, you're here, but you're not going to be here.
Not
so.
mentally, so. I checked out. I checked out a long time ago. No, not really.
It's like, oh, sadness.
if we roll with this, you have to do all the dialogue
Okay.
in a pirate voice. And we
Can-
have to do that now. And then we have to basically film the video based off of that dialogue, which I think would work pretty well because
Yeah.
it would be very linear. I'd be like, this is what we have to do. This is what we got. We're doing it. I mean, it would work.
Yeah. We could write that out tonight too.
Yeah.
If we did spend the time to write out the dialogue, we won't run into the pizza panic problem of which is the triple P here at What If Life Was, the pizza panic problem.
Pizza panic problem. I love that.
Yeah, we're getting some acronyms up in this. Anyway, that will help alleviate that because those will already be in place and those will have what you have to work with. However, I'm like really close to your face. Sorry, no, I can't touch it. It's the bad times.
COVID.
It's the bad times.
As we're like in a small chamber,
Sucking each other's air out.
That's a way to say it. So. Hold on, you're gonna go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and wreck the Titanic over there.
I about to spit everywhere, bro. Oh my god. Oh, there's about to be seepage out of my mouth. You want to see Titanic? It was about to happen.
I'll show you Titanic.
Show you Titanic.
Do you remember when they were rushing through the bottom of the ship? It was Rose and Jack, and there was water everywhere. It was about to be like that.
When did you guys watch that movie for the first time? Like, when do you remember watching it?
With
Sorry,
you.
sidetrack.
In a theater.
With me?
Yeah, in a theater.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great.
What about
It's the
you?
Titanic, yeah.
I was really young because I watched it on 2 VHS tapes out at the river.
Yes.
So I think I was like 4th or 5th grade. I think.
Checks out.
It's
Did it change you?
Did it change me? Did Titanic change me as a film?
As a 4-year-old.
As a film. Well, you see, my life is a film. No, no, it didn't change me. I don't know. It's fine.
I think
Yeah,
it changes everybody.
that's fair.
So, but
yeah,
okay.
sure. I mean, it changed me in the way that I don't know. I'd look at boats. I guess I don't trust them. And now I
Could
get
sink.
seasick.
Okay, so back to the prompt.
Yeah.
So what are going to be these things? Again, I'm not trying to be lazy. I just want this to be a very concise story.
Sure.
And I want it to be quote unquote easy. Not easy.
Want to know what we're getting before we get there?
Yeah, like in terms of filming. So like, especially if it's going to be me and you, Phil. I mean, like obviously it's going to be me and you. I don't think I have anyone else to help us in terms of like shooting. So like with the reenactment stuff, I want to be somewhat precise and like
Sure.
thinking of ideas about where we're going to do this stuff at.
Well, let's just think of like, so basically it's built on these like these like sort of gotcha moments where it's like, oh, this is how he's going to lose his eye, but it's not, right?
Right.
Starting
Yes.
with like, I was chopping onions and then I chopped them perfectly and then went on, right?
Yeah. Let's start. I'm going to start writing this out now.
Great idea.
Can we also lean into the pirate stuff a little bit too? Like it would be so sick if we could do for this intro music. Okay, for this intro music for this, can we do a shanty? You and me. Can we build a shanty for this?
Oh,
It doesn't have to be great. It's just great. It's gonna be awesome. That's my personal goal. I'm setting on both of us.
let's make a shanty, a sea shanty.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
I don't know if I am equipped to do that properly.
Don't-
We could try.
We
could
have all
try.
the technology.
Yeah, it's not the technology I'm worried
You worry
about.
about the vocals?
I'm worried about writing a sea shanty and it sounding like a sea shanty and not just us being really weird and dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
Come on, buddy. Let's at least try.
we can try.
Let's
We can try.
Yes.
All right. So here's what this is going to be largely a Brandon monologue. I love how I can work myself into something even though I ain't here for it.
Gosh darn it, Brandon. I sure love that too.
I'm relieved that you're here. Yeah.
So here's what I got so far. It's abrasive. You think that's a story, eh? Let me tell you a story. It was way back in the early days. Back when I was typing as I'm writing. I was a wee lad. Apparently, it's a bit Irish there. Okay, so the first thing he's cooking something. So what's the funniest food? Go, Dave. What's the funniest food?
For a pirate to cook?
No. Funniest food. Just got instinct.
Spaghetti.
It's because I said spaghetti.
It
Already.
it
Good.
looks like brains.
Okay, Dylan. Funniest food. Go.
Ooh.
Funniest food, go.
Oh God.
Also
I'm stuck on
spaghetti.
spaghetti. Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. I was like, that is a funny food.
Bananas are funny.
It's spaghetti.
Spaghetti's funny.
I was cooking up some spaghetti,
All right.
chopping. What would you chop? Onions to put in spaghetti?
Real quick, Dave. Could you spell spaghetti for me?
Why are you putting me on the spot like
Just because I
this?
can never spell it, so I wanted you to try.
Spaghetti.
Why is it me?
Dylan, spell it.
Spaghetti.
Okay, go ahead.
SPAGHETTTTT.
Yes, you nailed it.
Wow. I'm really impressed, brother.
Should we say chopping up some spaghetti?
Or was chopping up some spaghetti.
I like that. I was chopping. I also like the idea of me recording this. And you know what? Actually, hold on. What if I do record this and I write this real quick and then you guys film based on what I say?
Oh, so we're not going to know what you say.
We've hit a gold mine.
Yes.
We've hit the perfect.
Yes. I love this idea.
This is great.
This is phenomenal.
So what we can do is, since I'm not going to be a part of the filming scheduling process, we can cut here. You guys can schedule, and then I can write this.
As long as it kind of fits within our. What if you just like keep going and going and going, and we're like, oh no.
Yeah, no.
This is awesome. I love this. Way to go.
Okay, cool. Then here's my request.
Okay.
Take us away, Dave.
Everybody, we are going to be back. We're going to see if our scheduling can make this happen.
Yep.
Brandon has written our script that we're going to use, and it is gospel. We're not going to change it. We are locked in this script, and we don't know what it says. We actually stepped out of the room to completely go. So, Brandon.
You want me to read? I guess we read it on the air. It makes sense, yeah?
Yeah, let's read it.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
All right, so... and then you could use the dialogue from this, and then I don't have to re-record it, right?
Perfect.
Come on.
Come on.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
I guess you're right.
If I can do it well. How
Yeah,
about that?
there we
If
go.
I nail it in one take.
One take wonder. Here we go. Dylan, be sure to be quiet.
You think that's a story, eh? I'll tell you a f***ing story. It was back in me younger days, back when I was a wee lad. I was chopping up some spaghetti for me dog, Chester. I reached for a knife off my knife board and I slipped the handle. I messed up. And when I grabbed the handle, I slipped. Fortunately, I caught myself before anything bad happened. This is a little bit of a harder accent than I...
This is amazing, and you almost had it, dog.
Before anything bad happened. Then I turned to get me toothpick out of me toothpick drawer, and when I opened it, all the toothpicks shot up at my face. They took forever to pick up off of the floor. Once that was cleaned, I got a phone call from my great aunt Teresa. I brought the phone up to my face, not realizing the speed of the arc, and crashed the phone into the side of my head. Fortunately, it did not leave any marks. After the call, I decided to take a quick nap on the sofa. While I slept, a mosquito flew in through the window. I must have been a hard asleep, because I didn't even feel the bastard land right on my eye. Fortunately, I had a fan on and it kept it from biting me. When I awoke, I felt some crusties in my eye, so I went to the sink to wash them out. Turns out, there's a parasite found in some tap water known as an acanthamoeba. Acanthamoeba is found in all water sources, including chlorinated water. That means hot tubs, pools, lakes, and even tap water can contain the parasite. Essentially, any water that gets into your eye while you're wearing contacts is a danger. And that's how I got... That's why I had to get a glass eye in the summer of 2011.
Oh my God!
That's good. That'll work.
Okay.
That's amazing. How do you do that? Jesus Christ. Just for reference, we were gone for like 10 minutes and he was like, yeah, you guys can come back in. I think I'm ready. What the f? Secondly, my second point, you're really going to make me try to CGI a f-
No, okay, here's what I
Fly?
was thinking for the mosquito. No.
Actually, no, you can't give me any of it. I'll figure it out,
Okay.
right?
Are you sure? Because I had an idea.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I would like to know
what
his
do you
idea.
think? Yeah, what do you
Well,
think?
I was
of the
imagining
mosquito?
like POV.
Oh, the mosquito. Good call.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, my brain.
This is going to be fun, interesting, not too hard. Like it's going to be.
I went weirdly Middle Eastern with that accent.
No, you have to do that. It felt so much like Dexter's Laboratory. It was.
Oh yeah, I could be Dexter. I could just be like, all right, let me tell you about my laboratory.
Dude,
I'll get the pirate better.
Bro, I love the mix of both. The blend was where it's at. It's like the blend. But for
Wait. It's like you like gave yourself a weird like backing thing there. I like the blend. It's like the blend.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
I was gonna say like, no, I'm just really impressed. I'm excited about this like a lot because you simultaneously made something that's interesting, that's fun to shoot, that we can get wacky with, but at the same time, we can pretty much be in one location. I have some ideas that I want to do some different things with, which Dylan, I can talk to you off air about when we get there.
Well, how do you feel, Dylan? Like, because you said you wanted some more. Do you feel like that's how you feel about that story?
I think it's good. I think it's great. I'm kind of trying to imagine how it'll play out, and like, do you think it'll be okay just to end it like, just like, and that's how I did that, and then just that's it, or
What I think would be really funny if it cut back to your dad at that point, and like, and that's where the line is, the like, and that's why I had to get a glass eye in the summer of 2011, and then cut back to whoever he's talking to with just like the most like, what, like, and then just be like this is kind of cliche, but what if you were just like, what the, and then like cut right there.
yeah, something like that. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
And you could be like, what the, and then credits, do a cool like synth pop thing over the credits or something, like the shanty could go there. And then there could be a post.
We're doing it. It's okay.
There could be a post-credit scene where you're talking to Dylan's dad, and you could be like, is that parasite thing is that real? And he'd be like, oh yeah, it's very real. And then that's where it ends. Like, just like, yeah, no shit, man, that's a real thing. Because
But we'll have him say that in his own voice.
No, I could say it. Just
Okay.
just
I want my dad to do a pirate accent. I want to see.
yeah, that could be fun too. Yeah, you get it anyway. Get it anyway. We'll have both.
Sure. Okay.
And I mean, we could just have your dad read all this. That actually would make a lot more sense than me. I mean, it would be more, me reading this is kind of goofy. Like, that's silly, and it has a lot of room for error. But if we get your dad to read this, while it might be a little bit of a, like, I mean, he's not, I don't think he's acted very much, except for in the shorts we made as kids. And he did great in Inappropriate Cooking, where he took a sip of that awful thing we made, and then was like,
Oh my God, you're right.
so, I mean, you could just have him read this. I mean, I actually would feel better if it was your dad. I think that would be more fitting. I do a funny, silly voice and stuff, but
I love your voice though.
I
It
know.
like feels so good with this.
okay, well, how about this then? Why don't we do both?
Okay.
Let's do both.
'Kay.
We'll get mine, and have that as a placeholder.
I mean, I have no idea if he'll be down to do this yet.
True.
You know what I mean?
Actually, we should do that. We should have whoever we get should be the one to read this, and then on Tuesday or Monday when I come back, I'll be back on Sunday. So if I could do Sunday, actually, if it's not working and you guys think it would be better, it would be a lot easier to have me match the actor than the actor trying to match their mouth to what I've said.
Okay. Okay.
So then I could.
So either we ADR you in or we do that. Okay.
yeah, that would be.
Ooh. I don't know. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because imagine trying to have your dad like move his lips to me saying like you think that's a fucking story, that like I feel like that could run more. That leaves more room for error and more time on you guys trying to.
It's interesting though to me though, like the part of it, like it was really funny with the idea of like even him having mistakes. It would be like I thought of like a drunk history kind of thing.
Right. I worry
Yeah.
that I still think, even if that's what we want to do, I still think it would be a lot easier for me to go back, because also too, like, whether it be your dad or anybody, most likely not going to be a professional actor. And so I imagine it's going to be a little bit of a challenge sometimes on some of these lines. And so giving them the freedom to speak outside of that will like allow me to come back in and speak over them if it doesn't work, or if it would be better that way. I feel very confident in that. Like, I feel confident in that. If that's still the way we want to go, I still think it would be better for me to try and match what they've said. and it would get that effect. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel.
And you're getting back Sunday?
Yeah.
What time?
I don't know
Leave
yet.
this.
And that's why I had to get a glass eye in the summer of 2011.
It's tricky because like I don't want to like I do think it would be really sick if my dad like voiced this over. You know, I think that would be so awesome. We're building this idea and I'm sort of coasting on it based off of imagining what your voice sounds like over these imagined shots. So I'm very attached to that specifically, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like
Well, then we have the time for it. Let's do it this way.
Okay.
What we can do is let me get one pass at this tonight. We're not going to stress about it being perfect. Let me get one pass. Actually, we did get one pass. That should be, well, I'll get one clean. That's
Get one,
fine.
yeah.
Sure. We'll get one pass. You'll have as a reference. Don't show that to the actor. Have them read their lines as is, just the first couple of lines and the last couple of lines, and capture the audio, and then have them mouth it. Well, that's where I'm like, actually, don't worry about that. Don't have them mouth it. Have it read them as it is, then show them my clip, and then have them do it again based on what they've heard. Just so you have like, that's what their natural one is. And then after you're done filming, go ahead and give them this text and have them read it through both ways. So
in
that
a pirate accent.
show them mine.
Okay.
And yeah, show them what my pirate.
Okay.
And be like, do your best that.
Okay.
And have them read it both ways. Then we'll have normal actor, pirate actor, me. We'll have 3 options to go from.
Perfect.
And we'll be able to look and see which one works best, which one we like best. And again, you guys are right. I forgot that it's only basically 3-4-ish lines that you're having to think of, or having to really get of them actually mouthing it. And just another idea of while you're there as a fun thing, it would maybe be fun to get a shot. This is just me being kind of silly, but get a shot of them just going like,
Yeah.
and then
If
like,
you want to use that.
yeah, maybe that would be funny too.
I think so. Yeah.
Just doing
I'm just like, I love your pirate voice.
Yeah, man. Very
I
attached
love
to
it
your
so
voice.
much.
So, yeah, like, do we feel good? Are we ready to send it?
Yeah, I need to learn how to pronounce this word real quick because I want to pronounce it correctly on the show.
But should I go ahead and sign us off?
Huh? No, I want to hear
No,
it.
hang on.
I want to hear it. This is crucial. This will be our sign-off catchphrase from now on. We'll just say this parasite name.
Okay.
Acanthamoeba.
Acanthamoeba.
I think that's actually how it's pronounced. Acanthamoeba. Anyway, don't wash your eyes with tap water.
Acanthamoeba.
I forgot it was hooked up. That was awesome.
Acanthamoeba.
Acanthamoeba. All right, everybody. It's been real.
It's been fun.
That's what, dude. Oh, maybe that could be the title of this one.
What's that?
Acanthamoeba.
Yeah.
Like the phonics
Acanthamoeba.
way or like the...
What? No, like how it's spelled
Okay.
is the title for this short. Like, I don't know. That's not important right now. Go ahead. Sorry, sign us off.
I lost it. Good night, friends. Thank you for sticking around and watching us. We'll have a show up soon. Video. Peace.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.